Thanks for staying with us. I'm Juan Williams, in for Bill O'Reilly. And in the Factor flashback segment tonight, Miller time. Let's take a look at some of Dennis Miller's best moments right here on The Factor. We'll start tonight with Bill and the D-Man talking about the crack-smoking mayor of Toronto, Canada.
The mayor of Toronto just said this. Go.
Have you purchased illegal drugs in the last 2 years?
Yes, I have.
And the reason he took so long to answer is he smoked so much pot he forgot.
Listen, if this guy does need to be treated for crack addiction, trust me, he's coming down to participate in what's left of our healthcare system because he's not getting it up there. He goes in there, they think he's Chris Farley doing a character.
That guy in a little coat.
And you know what happened to Chris?
Incognito and I are doing a remake of Three Amigos together. He'll be the one saying his lines too fast because he's on crack.
You're in a lot of trouble, mister.
You know what, Miller? I was going to book a Boulder Fresher show into Toronto, but I don't think that's a good idea now. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not politically correct, Billy. I'm off the reservation. This whole thing's going to hell in a handbasket. If I'm perceived as a problem because I'm candid, so be it.
Here in New York City, we can have the big gulp again. We can drink as much soda as we want because the courts ruled that Mayor Bloomberg and the Board of Health cannot limit the size of sodas. And you say?
Well, it's about time Mayor Lucky Charms got shot down.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
Beware of the dwarf star who fancies himself a quasar.
And what do we got on this thing, a Cuisinart?
You're a rich guy, you rigged the last term, you're not that important. Go back and cash checks off the stock ticker. That was a good idea. But where do you get off? How's about a new rule where 5'9" people can't eat foie gras? Let's do that, 5'9" and under. All of a sudden, I'm in New York, and I got to worry about the Gollum saying I can't have salt? Lighten up, pal.
And that doesn't taste very nice, does it, Precious?
What about this Miley Cyrus person? Lots of people were offended by her performance on TV the other night. Were you?
First off, I want to see Carville and Abloh with those little horns that she has on her head next time they're on.
We'll try to work that out.
Thanks for having me on tonight,
Sure.
Billy O'Malley. I and most of America are now officially bored. We are bored with people like you incessantly feeling the need to shock us squares. You know what I mean? You're insipid because you don't have an act. That foam finger you used is going to last longer on the landfill than your career. And you know something I would say? I hope you got some tucked away. If I was Robin Thicke, I'd fire my people. He's got the hottest song in America. The kid can actually sing.
Maybe I'm going deaf. Maybe I'm going blind.
All of a sudden, he's in a, Gulliver's Travels on Spanish Fly.
I can lick anybody my size.
But I will say this, Damali, I got a good look at that tongue, and the coloration was bad, baby. That's the same palette that Picasso worked in on Guernica. You got to get that looked at.
You.
And I had a long, long look at it because it was constantly unfurled like the fire hose that Bruce Willis used to go between floors in Die Hard.
There's a lot to digest in that, Miller.
That's what I think, Billy.
And I want to recommend to Mr. Thicke's tailor that he might get glasses. And what about that suit, Miller? I thought the Kingston Trio was on stage there for a minute.
Sing the worried song, I'm worried now.
You and I come out in Nehrus and medallions.
Now, are you an angler? Are you a fisherman, Miller? You throw that line out there once in a while?
Well, I've been known to work an angle, yes,
okay.
Of course.
So, and Putin, and Miller and I are big Putin fans. There's forming a little Putin fan club. Apparently, Putin went to Siberia and caught a pike that weighs 46 pounds.
Billy, the monitor's partially obscured here. Did you just put up another Anthony Weiner photo?
No.
There was no time for small thoughts.
That was Putin.
Yeah, it scared the living hell out of me. I thought this is getting really weird. That's beyond limit. You can't keep that.
No. So he got it, but here's the controversy. Fishermen tell me Putin's fudging it here.
Yeah. Well, I love Putin because he wears camo out on the lake and waders when he's inside the forest. I don't know what the hell that's about. He is the most interesting man in the world.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
At least he put on the shirt after he caught the
Billy,
fish.
that is a solid cup.
You want me to wear a bra? No, no. A bra is for ladies. Meet the bro.
And the problem is that you can't tell, Russians can't tell Putin that he's fudging the fish, or they'll throw him in jail with those girls.
The world's gone insane. You know what? Putin ought to solve their fiscal problems and come out with a double D cup of the month calendar.
What are you going to do with those guys? And we'd like to remind you of 2 upcoming Boulder Fresher shows featuring Bill and Dennis. Just 20 VIP seats remain for the show on Friday, March 28th in Charleston, South Carolina at the North Charleston Performing Arts Center. And tickets to the show the next day, March 29th in Knoxville, Tennessee at the Knoxville Civic Auditorium, selling out very quickly. And please check out BillO'Reilly.com, where we have big discounts in the Christmas store. And remember, premium members get additional discounts.